exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome to a little bit of a tutorial video today. I've done a couple of these on the channel, none for Madden. I've done mostly for NBA 2K on PC, but I felt like Madden 22 has been out for about a month, maybe almost 2 months at this point, and I felt like maybe there's some people that might need a tutorial with some of the things that are in when downloading rosters and stuff. So I felt like, why not help out? Because I know there's a lot of people that try to play Madden but want to get like some cool rosters and stuff, and they might not know how to do it, or maybe they do know how to do it and sometimes it doesn't work for them. So that's basically what this video is here for. It's not going to be a super long video. It's just going to be explaining the basics of how to download a creative roster or a legend roster or any type of roster. It doesn't have to be a legend roster, but any type of roster that you want. So I hope you guys do go and enjoy. If you do, smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's get into the video. Help some people out. So like I said in the intro, this video is for the people that are kind of casual players of Madden. Maybe don't go hardcore into the franchise mode or into Ultimate Team or into anything like that. They just want to play, load up a franchise and play around, maybe mess around with their friends and stuff. So that's basically what this video is for, the casual side of Madden. So if that's you, good. If you're a more hardcore fan of the channel and you already know how to do all this stuff, then just either stop watching the video or continue watching if you want. So this is going to be for PS5 and for next-gen consoles. I can't say anything for PC or for old-gen consoles, for PS4 and for Xbox One. I could possibly do a video for PC. Currently, my PS4 does not really connect to the internet. I'm still working on fixing that, so I can't at the moment do one for PS4, but it should be the same thing. The rosters might be a little bit different, though. I don't know if shareable rosters are cross downloadable. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up, but as of the moment, I don't think they are. They very well could be. So this is going to be for PS5 and for Xbox Series X. Obviously, Xbox Series X and PS4 and PS5 rosters are going to be different, but the way to download, the method of downloading them is the same. So first off, what we're going to do is you're going to load up Madden. You're going to go and sign into the EA network, which I am, and then you'll see this screen, obviously with a different player because that'll be whatever profile your profile is, and you'll go over to settings, and the NFL logo is where you want to go. So you want to click on the NFL logo, and then you'll get this screen, which is all the different subcategories in the NFL logo. So you can either go to edit rosters, which we'll go to in a second, but the key one that we're focusing on in this video is the share and manage files. So you want to click on share and manage files, and it'll bring you to this screen where you can go to the community files, which is where we'll go in a second. You can go to share your own files to the community, which is where you upload your files to the community creations. So if you create a roster where you make, I don't know, you make Tim Tebow a whole team of Tim Tebows, then you can if you want to do that, you can upload that roster right here. Then you can go to load and delete files, which is where you load all the rosters and not draft classes, but all the rosters and stuff that you downloaded from this. So we want to go straight to download community files. So click on that, and if it doesn't kick me out, because sometimes EA servers are a little bit broken. And this community file page, as of like a month or so, has been broken. So we're going to find out here. So once it brings this up, you can go to draft classes, you can go to rosters, offense and defensive playbooks, sliders, all kinds of crazy stuff you can download on here. And obviously, the more downloads that it has, usually corresponds to it being a better roster. Now, I usually tend to stick to a couple certain people. Does that make sense? A certain amount of people's draft classes, because over the past couple of years, they've been very consistent in the accuracy of their draft classes. So if you wanted to download a draft class, you want to hit the right R1 button, the right trigger, I guess. Actually, the right trigger would be the back bumper on Xbox. So you want to hit R1 on the controller, and you want to go over to the first spot, draft classes, where you will see draft classes from a bunch of different people, and obviously the best ones are going to be up there on top. Obviously, you can go to sort, and you can sort them by pressing square, and you can sort them by lowest to highest if you want to maybe check out some ones that are kind of undiscovered yet as of right now, or you can stick with the ones that are the most downloadable. Obviously, these ones have not been touched by a lot of people, or by anybody at this point. So I'm just gonna resort them by highest downloaded. And then once that loads, you can go through and you can choose which draft class you want. Now, obviously, this one is from Osama bin Laden, which is one of my favorite creators to get draft classes from, because I feel like they are the most consistent, along with Bangle. Bangle does really well with his draft classes. He's very thorough. He is very in-depth, very consistent, very accurate on his draft classes. So if you want to use his draft classes, obviously check out his YouTube channel as well. It's in his description. Bangle is very good with his draft classes, but so is Osama. Osama is really good with his draft classes. I usually stick with these two. These are my favorite draft classes to get each and every year on Madden. You can also get realistic ones, but this is just a preference for you. Whatever draft class you feel like is good, you can download a couple of these, maybe go through them and see which one you like the best. Obviously, I'm just giving my opinion and letting you know which one I prefer. These are the two that I think are the best, but obviously there might be one down here that I haven't checked out yet that maybe is better. I don't know. But those are just some of the ones that I personally feel like are the best ones, in my opinion. And then if you hit the right button, or the R1 button again, it takes you to the roster section of the community files. And this is where EA kind of glitches out a little bit. Oh, it didn't do it this time. Sometimes I've had the problem where I would go to draft class and then I would go over to roster, and it would like glitch out and be draft class. It would show the same draft classes that it showed in the actual draft class section. It would show it for rosters too, and it would like glitch out in something, so you'd have to like back out, or you had to search for a specific thing, so it would just be annoying. But luckily this time it didn't glitch out. So as of right now, these are the highest rated downloaded and highest downloaded rosters for Madden 22 on PS5. So this one is, I'll let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. This all-time greats roster is possibly the roster that I'm going to use for my Legends Fantasy Draft series that will be coming after the October scouting update. I'm not 100% sure because it's between this one and this one, the all-time greats and the Legends. I checked out the both of them. I think the Legends roster is a little bit better. The only problem is the Legends roster, I think, like got rid of the rookies from this current class, like Trevor Lawrence, Micah Parsons, all those rookies. I think it got rid of those guys for some reason, and they are in this one, but they're not in this one. And that's the only thing that's a problem, because this one has a lot more Legends than this one does. So I'm leaning towards the Legends roster from Gabbard 215. That's what I'm leaning towards at the moment. Obviously, I'll put my touch on it. I'll add some guys that I feel like should be in the Legends roster that maybe aren't. But you guys have to wait and see. It's coming up pretty soon because the October scouting update is almost here. And depending on when I upload this, it may already be here. So those are my two personal favorite rosters for Legends, getting Legends in the thing. And obviously, if you want to hit search, triangle for search, you can search by keyword, which means you can search by a specific thing. So let's say you're looking for a Legends roster. If you go by keyword, you just type in Legends, or you type in all time or something along those lines. It'll bring up all the certain things. So, and if you go by online ID, then you have to type in the actual guy's name. So if you're looking for something made by Godly Yoda, you type in Godly_Yoda, and it'll bring up all of his current rosters. So let's do that for example. So let's type in Godly Yoda, and I'll do an example for you. So godly, and I think you have to type it in exactly how it is. So we'll go over here, godly, and then underscore, and then type in with the Yoda, and then you hit the done button, and once it loads, it'll bring up all of Godly Yoda's different creations. So I think, right? Or is it gonna glitch out on me? It looks like it's gonna glitch out on me. So of course it's gonna do that. So, but that's the general basis. I'm guessing that it glitched out on me, unless, because he's got more than just one thing on here. So it obviously just messed up because EA Sports is bad. But that's the general idea of how to search for things. Obviously, I'm assuming you guys already know how to do that. So there's other rosters on here, though. You can get updated current rosters if you don't want to follow the EA online updates that they do, which we'll go over in a second. You can download somebody's roster from here, like NFL 2021 or Real 2021 or Updated 22. Some of these current up-to-date rosters that you find. They also have college rosters on here, which are very cool to do. Obviously, PS5 and console rosters in general are kind of limited. PC rosters, you can kind of get a little bit more creative because you can get into the files and you can manipulate them and stuff. So PC files are a little bit more fun to download. These ones are still good though, and I'm not going to download any of these. Obviously, all you have to do is, if you want to, let's say you want to download Legends, then you just click on it with X, you go to download file, it'll take you to download, and it'll download this file. I already have it downloaded personally, so all you have to do is download. I'm going to cancel this because I already have it downloaded. It'll do the bar, it'll download it, and it'll ask you what to, or not, it won't ask you, unless you have it saved already, it'll ask you to overwrite the file or save it as a new file. You can choose whichever one you want to do there. But I already have them downloaded, so we'll show you guys in a second. Once you get done, if you don't want to download any more offensive, defensive playbooks, or you don't want to download any more rosters, then you just go out of it, hit back button, you go over to load and delete files, and then you go over to rosters. Now, I have a lot of rosters on here. Some of these are for videos that you haven't seen yet. Some of these are for videos you have seen. And I'm going to click on, let's take the Legends roster. So you go on it and you click it, file loaded successfully. Now that roster is loaded. So then you just back out of all of this. You go over to, you stay on the NFL icon, and this time you go to edit rosters. So now, this is what I was talking about just a couple minutes ago, where the updated rosters. If you don't want to trust this and download the latest EA rosters, because most of the time it's going to say you have the most up-to-date roster, then you can go to the community creations and download somebody's up-to-date roster, which most likely they're going to be more up-to-date than EA is, just because people are better than EA. So once you have loaded up the roster that you want, you can go into manage players, and it should bring you back to the legend roster or the roster that you have, and whatever your favorite team is. Mine's the Patriots, so it brings me automatically to the Patriots roster. And then you can go through and you can choose whatever team you want to be. You can go through and look at all the rosters, all the players on the different teams and stuff. This is a little bit of a sneak peek of the roster that possibly will be used in the Legends Fantasy Draft rebuild that I do on the channel that I do every year. So it's a little bit of a sneak peek. Like I was saying, this roster I feel like is the best version of the Legends. Obviously, I'll add my touch to it. I'll add some guys that I feel like should be in it that maybe are not in it yet. Obviously, it's a work in progress still. So the person making this might not have been finished with it yet. I'm still going to give him a little bit of time to obviously do that before I start mine and start adding my own guys, because he might add some guys that I want to add. So we'll just give it a little bit of time and wait and see. But that's the basis of how to download any community creation file. You can obviously see the free agents in the free agents section as well. And you can do a lot of stuff. You can trade from there. You can sign free agents. You can release players, all the good stuff, edit players, all the good stuff. And it's just all from this share and manage files section in the download community creations file. So I hope you guys did learn something. If you already knew all this, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to get this video out for people that might not have a full, complete understanding of how to get certain files downloaded for for Madden 22, because I know for some people it could be a little bit complicated, even though for a lot of people it might seem easy. There's some people out there that might think it's a little bit confusing, so I hope this video cleared it up a little bit. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Join the Juice Club. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.